Good day, my good people. It's your friend again, Chinanebere. Today, I'll be talking about energy management. On my previous video, I talked about different bands, band A, band B, and all the rest of them. And for those paying band A, there's need for you to know how to manage your energy based on high cost of things in the country today. At least any way you need to do to reduce your cost of living, day-to-day life is very necessary. So I will give you small tips now, just three different tips that you follow in order to ensure that at least your energy consumption is reduced to an extent. So the number one way, the first way that you need to know how to manage your energy is by switching off your devices when you are not using them. There's no need for you to leave any of your electrical equipment on once there is no need for it. You don't really need it. You don't need to make use of it at that moment. So by doing this simple practice, you will save a lot of energy. So like your light bulb, probably your kitchen lights, your outside lights during the day, why should they be on? Understand? Something like another habit also that people normally make mistake on and people normally waste their energy on is this refrigerator. Understand? Your refrigerator that you use to store your fruits or cold drinks and the other things. So once you put something in your fridge and probably you are around within that particular time, and maybe the thing freezes or is chilled. Some of them in the freeze have already frozen. So that is why should you still leave your fridge on? Just learn to off it. Just off the fridge. Allow it for like 2 or 3 hours. You can on it back if you are still around. Now, if you are maybe somebody that always go out in the morning, maybe probably the whole night, from the time you come back from work, there is light. You have been practicing on and offing. Maybe when you slept, you leave the fridge on. Everything in your fridge frozen and all the rest, and you want to go to work. And your food have already, you can easily off your fridge and go to your work. As you have 8 hours to work. When you come back, you can easily on it back. Especially those of you that are in band A, at least you are sure that you see light. This simple practice will help you, will go a long way to help you to save your energy. And like this a challenge I'm giving you from today that you watch this video, just practice it for a month. Then what you do, just know how much you recharge per month or how many kilowatts of energy. Some people know how to check it, that you consume this month, and practice this thing I'm giving you now, understand, for a month, and check it, compare it. You see that you will save a lot of energy. Then the second one is that those of you like, though also some people have already lived their life, they have all the equipment they need, like their blender, microwave, electric cooker, lighting point. No, I know that the lighting point now, that one everybody have changed it. Nobody is using 60 watts, 200 watts again. I believe everybody are going for energy saving bulbs. Understand? You see that if like AKT is highly recommended bulb, just like 10 watts of AKT can give you more than what 200 watts normally give you. Understand? So you see that you have many people have adopted to that one. So in lighting point issue, I will not talk much about that one. When we talk about the halogen bulb, different types of bulb, and this LED floodlights, then you will see that there are a lot of them. Halogen bulb, those one comes in 2000 watts, 1000 watts. Understand? So whereas with this LED floodlights, then you see that of 200 watts, you see that of 50, and that of 100 watts, and which will give you the same illumination of that of 2000, 1000 watts halogen bulb. So I believe that one people have already adopted to it. So another place I need people to adopt to it, both commercial, residential, and industrial, understand, is that of like your heating system. Understand? Like this, like people, domestic people make use of the iron, electric cooker, kettle, all the rest of them. There are new technologies now that are in the market. There's some technologies that now that you can use that reduces electricity consumption like times 5 that of the former one you are using. Understand? So why don't you go to the market, swap some of all these your electrical equipment, like your fridge, you have a refrigerator. Like this one, like the first instance I gave you, I said you should off your fridge. Some fridges, you don't need to off them, you can set them. Understand? Once it reach a particular temperature, it will just off. After like 1 hour 30 minutes time, it will on again. Nothing will happen to your fridge. It's saving you electrical energy. Understand? And what we call inverter fridge, inverter ACs, all those things are sweet based on reduction in energy consumption. They are very very sweet. So go for all these things. I hear many people argue saying that all these things, they are not strong, they are China, they are this thing. None of them are China. When you are buying, check what you need it for. That's the purpose you are buying it. How are you going to use it? All these things have their specifications. You cannot give something overload and expect it to stand. So buy based on what you are using. Understand? So I know that there are some of them that are not good that are in the market, and you cannot compare their strength with that of the ones we have before. Those ones are designed with a stronger material. Now everything are being reduced and all the rest of them. But when you are buying all this, is buy your specification. Like let me give for instance now, by just getting new equipment, modern equipment that are less in energy consumption. Like somebody that is into food juice processing business. Understand? We tell them that let's say some of them will tell you that the blender they have can process, let's say, 200 liters of juice for them without having any issue. But maybe he or she bought a new juice processing machine, blender or something like that, and they want that if like only 1 month or 1 week he or she uses the thing gets spoiled. Yes, something like that do happen, but what you also have to consider is the specification. Understand? These things, one, they are top notch in based on reduction in energy consumption, but you check the specification. In electrical industry, we work with specification. Like maybe that one you bought is designed to process only let's say 50 liters of juice per day, and you are using it to process 200 liters of juice in a day. It will automatically get spoiled. So if you want to produce 200 liters of juice per day, you go to the market, search for modern juice processing blender, understand, that is designed to process like let's say 200 liters per day. And maybe probably what you want to get is 200 liters per day, but if you buy that of 200 liters per day, it's not even advisable for you to buy that one. You can buy the one that can process like 250 or 300 liters per day, and use it to process 200 liters per day. In this case, you are not overloading your juice processing machine, and you're also not underloading it, because if you still underload it, it will still spoil it. When you come to electrical equipment, especially those things that carries load. So in this case, once you get that thing, so you don't need to like say my old one is better. Yes, they are better, they are stronger for you, understand, but the cost of running it is very very high, and it makes your cost of production to be high, thereby people may find it difficult to buy your products. But if you get those new ones, yes, they are very very high, expensive in terms of acquiring them. But once you acquire them, are you getting me, the cost of using it to run your business, to reduce it with time. What you talk about time, and once you maintain a good okay, maybe most some of my videos that to come, I will like talk about maintenance culture in electrical equipment. So when you like consider you maintain a particular maintenance culture, the thing will last for you even to ages until you decide to upgrade again. So in that case, then when you now move to those people in industry method, that's in industry, they normally make use of electrical motors, understand. All that is like the major things they use in their industrial production, electrical motors. And some people make use of heating devices. I've already talked about that one. You go for modern ones, understand. That one people don't normally find it difficult. What people find it difficult is that of electric motor. They have different technology. You have that of synchronous motors and the rest of them. So that was synchronous motor and induction motors and the rest of them. So in this case, when you are talking about, some people like, I want to open an industry, understand. Maybe the industry is just let me say palm kernel production or oil production, palm kernel oil production, understand. and I will meet my neighbor. That my neighbor will tell me say, okay, you need, for you to do this, you need to get this, and your electrical material, maybe you need let's say 7 horsepower motor. Understand? But when you check it, actually you don't really need 7 horsepower motor. Maybe that motor is just to blow fan to your this things, to your steam, start to send heat inside your this thing. So sometimes you check what's the need of that motor. What do you want to use it for? Understand? So you may end up, normally the specification of the output of every motor is the torque. Just check the torque you need. Understand? Find machine that will give you that particular torque. You have new technology in the market that's a torque of, maybe a torque of 5 torque now, something like, let me just say it like, just for layman's sake. A motor of, let's say, 7 watts may give you 5 torque. Another motor of 7 horsepower will give you 5 torque. Another motor of like 3 horsepower may give you that same 5 torque. Understand? So it's what you need to check. And also, when you are not check buying the motor, you check the specification. Understand? The hours, how many hours will you run? Understand? And the load it can carry for how so hours. So I know what you want to use it for. I know how many hours you want to run this in a day. So I will not end up buying a new motor and tomorrow the motor will spoil. Say the old ones are better, they don't spoil. No, you check the load you want to use it for. Check the specification. Check every motor have its own nameplate, and aside the nameplate, check the this thing instruction manual it came with. It will help you to know how to run all those things. If it's something like you bought second hand, ask questions very well. Understand? Then, for instance, you go to the market or you have been into the business, understand, and you feel that this thing are consuming much energy, you can easily go to your the place you bought it from the market and tell them to give feedback, because all these companies they make use of all this feedback of a thing. They will send feedback to those companies telling them that so material we need them in this is so this thing, so that it will be lesser in energy consumption. And once you do that, it will help. Are you getting me? So it's not must that this thing, somebody say you use 5 horsepower. You know that in your business, when you want to start business, you plan it very well. And when you are planning, some people don't really consider the power consumption aspect, and knowing that this is your primary input you need in your business. So when you consider how will you make use of cheaper power source? How can you make it cheaper? And you can only, some people will now be thinking that doing bypass, stealing from the company is not good. The best thing you will do is just find how you get a material that will reduce your power consumption and also give you the same output you need. Even if you need to make some adjustments to get the same output, you can make some adjustments. Maybe if you have a machine that cannot run for straight how many hours, you may decide to start your work as early as 6 a.m., run it to so time, stop, allow the machine to cool down for so time, run to this time. It will help you. Understand? One, you have reduced your cost of production by reducing the cost of electricity consumption. So that's it. So the other one I'm talking about, when you talk about energy management, how you reduce your energy, is when we talk about backup power. Some people make use of their generator. Understand? You use your generator when there is no supply. Understand? Sometimes you still use it to complement. Some people, just in Nigeria, many people just use their generator because there is no availability of power, public utility, which is power, the one they call NEP. Understand? Let me tell you that there is a company I know in Nigeria that makes use of this public utility that you call NEPA as their backup power system. They have their own, they produce their own power. And let me tell you, even this public utility, that's NEPA, is more available to them than most of us in Nigeria. But they are not making use of it. They only use it when their own system is down. Are you getting me? So making use of backup system is not really when this one is off. Sometimes you need it for you to reduce your cost of electricity. Are you getting me? So and what do you mean by backup power and your main power supply? When we are talking about these two terms, they have a serious meaning there. Your backup power, your public utility, in fact your main power is the one that is readily available for you in terms of production or consumption. The one that is cheaper for you, and the one that is reliable for you, the one that can carry the load you need. Maybe probably I have a generator that if I run that generator, it will carry all my load, and that my generator is reliable, it's readily available. And when I compare it with my NEPA bill, that my generator is cheaper. Do you think that if I see NEPA, I will off that my generator to use NEPA? No. I will continue using my generator. Is anytime that my generator runs down, I will go to NEPA. Are you getting me? So, and in this case now, if you are like somebody that you find alternative energy system, understand, that is cheaper for you, thereby you have your cost of using electricity. Are you getting me? So probably if in a month you use electricity that worth up to 10,000 naira every day with public utility, but you have a generator system or inverter or solar system, understand, that is cheaper that you are using, despite the installation is very very high, understand. But once you are using all those things, you will see that your cost of using electricity in a month may reduce by 5,000 naira. Instead of 10,000, you are not paying 5,000 naira because maybe during the day you use your solar system to power your system. You fill off your fridges if your solar system can carry your fridge. Maybe during the night, or even if you can't carry it, maybe during the day you use your solar system for your other system, then you use the power system, your public utility for your fridges, all the rest of it. Depend. But if you have a solar system that can power your fridges, you switch off public utility and make use of your solar system. Understand? Then at night, if you have battery bank and inverter system that maybe that have charged during the day, you can still make use of it. When it's going down, you can then switch off to public utility. You will find yourself saving a lot of electricity. Understand? And you know that we have many types of power that you can get. How you can get your power. If you are living close to a riverline area, you can go for your hydro system. In Enugu, that they have coal. Understand? You can go for coal and use it to heat up your water to generate steam. You do your steam power plant. Those of them living in Port Harcourt and other oil producing states that these people burn their gases, you can use it to generate your own gas, your power plant, gas engine, all the rest of them. Understand? So all these things, so depends your source of energy. Understand? The source of your natural resources that you are using. If you see the one that is cheaper that you can use to generate your own electricity, you generate it and make use of it. Are you getting me? And some industries, some big companies, you can easily find way. Maybe you are, it depends on your company what you are doing. Understand? If this is not really enough for you, you can easily generate your own electricity and distribute to your neighboring community or your host community. Understand? Once, because states now have the power to generate and distribute. So once the state can give you the license to do that, you generate for yourself and distribute to your neighboring community. At the end of the day, they will pay you electricity bill that you use in maintaining and running that plant. So you see that you have, instead of you now spending more, you are even getting money from this thing. So that way you have reduced your cost of electricity. I believe if you follow this simple, I know that that of number 3 may be difficult for some people, understand, but you can easily go as simple as inverter system. Understand? Everybody can do inverter. If you go to some technicians, all these people, graduates, all these people from GTC, even from Federal Polytechnic, they can do inverter system for you. Understand? Yeah. So you can even harness the energy of the sun to heat up to heat up water and generate your own steel system. So it depends. The one that be easier for you. And all these things is not a story. Like, it's something that you can do once you have the materials around you and you have the money. Some most of them may not cost much, some may cost much, but it depends on how buoyant you are and if you want to do it, if you are willing to do it. You will get some people that can do that. Even if you come for me, I can still give you some advice on that. So I believe that of number 3 may be difficult for others, but that of number 1, that one is like as simple as ABCD. That's by switching off your appliances if you are not using them. And the other one is by buying new equipment. You're gonna with time, you just buy new equipments and do away with the old ones. You can give them the old ones and buy new one. As when you do that, you see that your electricity consumption will reduce it by like 50%. Then we'll now move over to the advantages. What are these advantages? One, it saves money. Understand? It saves you the money. Instead of you wasting the money, it saves you money. Then also the second advantage is that it makes the public utility more available to individuals, to citizens. There are some people that this thing have not reached to because of the megawatts generated is not enough. Are you getting it? So with this now, many people will be able to have energy to use. Well, when you save it, when you minimize the one you like, you're supposed to use like, let's say, 10 megawatts, and this thing is available for you. And at the end of the day, you're not using 10 wax, you're now using like 5 wax based on your reduction. The remaining 5 hours, if the utility company find out that this thing that are sending to you are not using so amount, what they will do, they will just channel the energy to another place. They will not remove your own. They will be giving you that one you are using, the maximum energy you are using. They know that this is the maximum energy you normally consume. The remaining energy, they will channel it to another place, and those people, the thing will be available for people, thereby reducing the cost of generation or the rest of them. Understand? So this is a common price, that this is one of the advantage, and also it reduces load on the system. Like sometimes some people say NEPA have taken light. NEPA, sometimes the reason why they take light is because of overload. At least if you like move around, those of us in east here, I've moved around this eastern region. I hardly see where they are building new transmission system or this thing. Understand? Some areas, like most of the area, and you see that industries are coming up, people are building, people are raising up business, people are drawing into the existing line. Understand? You see that the load is has been like, is not too much to the system. So once the load is too much to the system can't carry it. So sometimes when they are like, they give people light and the load is too much, they will just have to disconnect supply to be able to allow the system to cool down. But if you didn't do that, you end up destroying the equipment and there will not be light entirely. But once you are managing your energy, at least there will be lesser load in the system and you make this light more available to people. Understand? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use your energy to maximum, to your maximum capacity. If you want, you can use it to your maximum capacity, but make sure that if there is need, if there is no need for it, just bring it down so that people that need it will be able to use it. Thank you very much. So in this case, you are seeing the advantages that this thing is. So you see that it's very, very good for the economy at large. It doesn't mean that in Nigeria there's no need. Nigeria still need to generate more electricity, and they still need to put more things in place. Understand? But let's just manage the one we have. At least it will be available. That's this every day. Those of you, but at least if you should have up to like 20 hours of light every day, is at least something. Understand? So let's just do this thing and see how it will be. Thank you very much. It's your friend Chinane again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.